Welcome to today's workout, everybody. I am Shaina from Shaina Falcone Fitness. We're going to do a Pilates Flow today with a focus on the lower body. No props are needed. So I'd like you to join me on your mat. We're going to start in a downward facing dog position. So you're going to bring your hands down onto the mat, push up firmly off the mat. If you can get your heels down, I would love that. See if you can stretch. Enjoy this moment of length through your spine. Just let your head relax, shake it out. Take a deep breath here, and then we're gonna lower into a hover position. So knees are hovered off the mat. If you need to bring your hands in so your wrists are under your shoulders, please do so. And then push off the mat. Try to lower those heels if you can. And come into that hover. So right away, we're kind of bringing some heat into the front of the thighs, and we're stretching out through the back of the thighs. So hover, push it off. And if you can, really push into the mat and let your chest hang here. This is also a great shoulder mobility exercise. Hover and down. We're gonna do two more. Hover and up. One more, lift up into a long spine. And now you're gonna hold the hover. So if you need to adjust those hands. You're gonna tap the knees down, hover them up. Now, if you're feeling too much in your quads, see if you can bring your weight forward like I just did. So a little bit more weight in your hands here. Up and down. 4 more. 3, push off the mat with your arms. 2, 1, take it down. Now, another option for this hover position is to be here on your elbows. So let's try that and see how that feels. So we're gonna take a deep breath in, hover, tap it down. Hover, tap it down. So little tiny hover here, little tap, up and down. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Sink it back. You can either stay on the elbows. I'm gonna come back up to my hands because that feels better for me. We're gonna do a little hover and we're gonna hold it here and we're gonna take the legs out and in, waking up those outer thighs. Press and press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! One more version here of the hover. I promise the whole workout is not gonna be here. We're gonna bring it up on your elbows if you like, hover, and we're gonna alternate little knee taps. So we're swiveling the hips, inviting our oblique muscles to join this party. Let's go, 6. Good, it's one of my favorites. I love this deep twist. Woo. 2 more. 1 more. Woo, drop it down. Sink it back. Okay. We're really just gonna get the heart rate up right from the beginning here, and we're gonna go into a plank. I'm gonna do a long arm plank. Curl your toes under. If you wanna go from your elbows, that's fine. You're gonna press it out, lengthen, push back through your heels here, and we're gonna walk it into a hover. In, out, and out. Same lead leg. In, out. Push the floor away. Stay lifted through your head. In, out. Out. 1 more. In. Hover those knees just above the mat. Out. Drop it down. Sink it back. Let those hips wiggle out. We're going to do that 1 more time with the opposite lead leg. So you curl the toes under. I want you to gaze forward. Press it up. Remember, you can be on your elbows. We're going to walk it in. Push it back. Can you keep your head up rather than letting it droop? Can we hover the knees just barely above the mat here? 1 more. In, out, drop, relax the toes, sink it back. Everything is on fire here, I know. Okay, we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna come onto our elbows here and just take your right leg and extend it back, and you're just gonna do a tiny lift and lower. Tiny lift and lower. So we're thinking of length out through our heel. Your foot is flexed. So that means your toes are pulling towards your shins and you're pressing out through your heel. Imagine you're kind of sliding your leg up and down a wall. Up and down. Good. We're gonna do 5 more here. You could also relax your palms if you just need that moment of relaxation for your hands. 3, 2, think length with every lift. 1, we're gonna bring the knee in, just tap it down. Now I want you to go to your full range of motion here, straighten that leg. So it's slow, it's intentional, push through the heel. Imagine there's something there that you need to get out of the way, push it. So you really have to extend that push. Full range of motion here, in and out. So I'm asking you to do these exercises with intention, connect your mind, push. We're gonna do 4 more, press, press, press through the heel. Picture that heavy box of things you don't want. 1 more, hold it up. Now, the tiniest bend you've ever done in your life, a little push. It's all about that push away. I actually want you to feel like you're lengthening your leg with every little push. Yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it out. Give yourself a little wiggle, roll it up, maybe shake out your head. We're gonna come to the other side. You can stay where you are, I'm just moving, so you can get a different angle here. Opposite leg is back, so if you worked your right, you're doing your left, lift and down. So we're trying not to bend the knee. We're trying to push through the heel, up and down. And again, it's that feeling like you're sliding up and down a wall, lift and lower. Make sure that you're touching the mat every time, so you're getting all the way up and then all the way down. And this doesn't have to go up very high, just about the height of your back. That's enough. It's all about that stretch of the foot, flexing the foot here, up and down, up and down. We're gonna stay strong through our center. So if you feel like you're dipping in your lower back, let's lift it up. Good. And we're gonna do 4 more. 3, 2, last one, stretch it out. You're gonna drop that knee in, tap the floor, and then push out and get that extra stretch at the end. So this is our very intentional extension. You're trying to push something out of the way, so you press and then press just a little further, down. I love to hear, what's in your box of stuff you don't want? Bring it in, push it out. Can be real things, can be like ideas, I don't know. I love hearing it. Push, push, push. I'm gonna try to push the clouds away. It's a very cloudy day here. I'd like to see some sun. So I'm gonna push those clouds away. Thinking of sunshine here. 2 more, push, push, push. 1 more, you're gonna hold it out, hold it on that end range, and then tiny little bend, and then it's all about the push. So you bend, but you're only bending so you can push further. Bend and push, yes, and push, we got it. Woo, tiny move, big feelings. That's what I want here, 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more, and bring it down. Wiggle out the hips and let yourself roll it up. And we're gonna come onto our side. So we're gonna just bring our elbow underneath our shoulder, knees are slightly in front, heel is back, and we're just gonna do a tiny little lift here, up and down. You could lay all the way down if that feels more comfortable for you. Now I'm gonna show you what I don't wanna see. This, okay? See how my hip is rotated out? See how my knee is open? You're gonna rotate, almost like rotate yourself down to the mat here. And you're gonna just keep your hip bone down, toes are down, heel is up. And we're just doing a tiny little lift. And once you make that a little adjustment, rather than feeling this in your quadricep, hopefully you're feeling it more in your backside. Okay, 4 more. 3, 2, 1, we're gonna bring it in. Now, option 1, you just extend it out and bring it in. So this is where you're gonna start. If you want more, okay, you could keep this hand here or you could reach it up, stretch out, bring it in. All I did was lift up the hips. You decide where you wanna be today. If you have that arm, it's reaching to the ceiling, up and down. Let your breath flow through. 4 more. 3, woo, 2, hold, big reach, drama, bring it down. Just take it up, and I want you to just take a little twist here. Shake out your head, come back down. You're gonna take this top leg. We're gonna do an internal rotation tap, and then stretch it out behind you so you open up through the front of this hip. Tap, stretch it back. Good. You can put your hand here if that feels good for you. Tap and reach. Internal rotation, and then open and stretch. Okay, we're coming to one of my favorite moves of the day. 4 more. Stay lifted through your chest. Again, you can come all the way down if it feels better. 2, 1. Okay, you're gonna hold it back. See how you're on this long line here. We're gonna twist down. Tiny lifts, little teeny tiny lifts, but they're powerful, even though they're small. Up, down. We're pushing the floor away, looking down. Upper body's in a twist, and then lower body's reaching out long. You have 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna make it so special. Hold. Top hand goes behind the head. Make sure the elbow's under. Okay, we're gonna go down, drop the bottom leg, open it up. Woo, little lift. So it's a twist from the belly button up, push the mat away, and up. It feels so good to twist. I love twisting. Try to include it in every single workout. So good for the spine to move in all directions every day. Up and down. There's a lot of talk about good posture, bad posture, but you know what? The best posture is your next posture. So that just means the best thing for your spine is to keep it moving all day. Extend, round, bend, lean to the side. It's all good. You have 2 more. Float it up. Good. 1 more. Lift it up here. Ooh, let's take a little stretch. This will feel nice. And then you're gonna take this top leg, you're gonna bring it in front. You could bring it like this, you could bring it down. I'm gonna come all the way down here. Just extend this bottom leg. I'd like you to relax your foot, and you're gonna do a tiny lift. Up, down, up, down. You could lay all the way down if you like. So if you're down, I want you to think of lifting underneath the waist. So we're still active through our center. Notice that I'm not sickling the foot. So look at that. That's what happens when I sickle the foot. I'm pulling with the foot. When I relax the foot, the inner thigh is doing a bit more work. We're pushing down with this top leg, and we're letting the inner thigh just lift that leg. So I'm trying to relax the foot as much as I can and not let it lift the leg up. This is one of those fun ones that starts like no big deal, and then all of a sudden it's like inner thigh fire. Let's do 8, 7. Stay lifted. I can feel myself sinking. That's why I said it. So we're active. There's space under your ribs. Check it out. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. And we're just gonna go right away, swooping to the other side. And we're gonna start from the very beginning. So we have our elbow under our shoulder. Our legs are bent, knees slightly in front of the hips. Extend that top leg, rotate it in, up, down. So again, your knee is facing down, heel is up, toes are down, because we want to target the backside. You can look down at the mat if you need to. Up, down, good. You could bring your hand here to remind you to rotate that hip in. Sometimes that is a helpful piece of advice. Up, down. I like to bring the hand here so I could bring weight forward. Up, down. Okay. We're gonna hang out here for 4 more. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna bring it in. I'll remind you, option 1, stretch it out, bring it in. Stretch it out. If you like, we bring it up. You can bring your hand or keep your hand down, or I like to bring it up and reach to the ceiling and try to get a little extra lift underneath my hips. Stretch and down. Good. Keeping those hips lifted, stretching it out, and lengthening out through the top of the head out through the toe. You have 2 more. Stretch and in. 1 more. Bring it down. We're gonna do that. Tap to the front and then you extend. So open it to the back. Feel that length through your hip. Tap and extend. Good. Tap. Lifting up out of the top of the head. Internally rotate and then let the hip open. So we want a little bit of movement, a little bit of freedom through the hips. Down. And don't stop this move too soon. So we go front and then it's that feeling of lengthening to the full end of the move. So take your time. Front and reach and just breathe. Please don't hold your breath. You're not underwater. It's not the time for that. 4 more. Stretch it out. 3. Getting a little sweaty with this one. 2. Not a bad thing. 1 more. Okay, hold it back. You're going to twist down. Lower that leg just for a second. Get into position. Up, down. So little tiny lifts here. Woo! This one. Again, tiny moves. Very big feelings. Feels like your leg is about 100 pounds. I know. Just keep going. You got this. Just have 8 more. Woo! If you need to take a break though, just take it and join back in. 4, 3, 2, let the leg drop. Okay, hand behind the head. We lift up, we rotate down. So very intentional rotation. Bring it up, float the leg up. Take your time. Wringing out a cloth here is what I want you to picture through your waistline. Wring out the cloth, push off, little lift. Let that spine rotate, open it up. Woo! Down, push it up. So just added a little bit of obliques work. Why not? Lower body focus, but Pilates really, it's the whole body is working here. Shoulders are pressing off. Woo! We have 2 more. Your core is working really hard to hold you up. 1 more. Oh, let's take a nice little stretch here. And then we'll move on to the inner thigh. So you're gonna bring this leg forward, however you had it on the other side. You could come all the way down if you like. Relax the foot, little lift. So just tiny little lifts here. Making the movement come from the inner thigh rather than that sickle foot lifting you up and up, down. Good. And just let your breath flow. I love to know when's the point where it stops being a walk in the park and it starts being like, oh wow, this is a little intense. Now, are we lifting under the ribs? I needed to give myself that reminder. We're staying active through the center of our body, lifting underneath the ribs. So the leg lifting is not the only action that's happening here. Lots of action up here under our waistline. Let's go for 8. Relax that foot. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, bring it in. We're going to flip it around. We're going to come onto our back. Make this transition an exercise. So bring your arms up. Inhale, reach forward. We're going to exhale, slowly roll it down. You're going to let your arms come back over your head. We're going to circle them around. We're going to walk the feet in. And now your feet are going to come into a V position. So your heels are together, your toes are apart. We're going to take a deep breath. We're going to slowly roll up into a bridge. So curl your tailbone under, slowly roll up. And we're here in this bridge position. Hold it here. Your feet are reaching out, knees are kind of on the diagonals. Inhale. Slowly exhale, we're softening, melting down. Lower back touches the mat, and then it lifts off. Let's try that just 2 more times. Really good for the spine here. So curl, roll, peel it up. Take a deep breath. We're pushing into the mat, and then we're softening. Slowly exhale. Gently pulling back down. Tailbone comes down. 1 more time. We're going to roll it up. We're going to hold it up this time. Okay, heels are pulling together, and we're just going to lower Maybe just hovering off the mat, however low it feels good. Push it up, lower. So you dip the hips, push it up. We're pressing down through the arms, so you may feel the back of the arms, the triceps start to kick in here. Think of reaching long out through the top of your head and squeezing those heels together because you mean it, because you came here to be intentional today. 4 more. Got something really fun coming up. 2, push your whole foot into the floor. Hold it up here. You're gonna pull the knees in and out. Woo! And out. If you remember the Thigh Master, just picture, remember those little Thigh Masters? Google it if you don't know what I mean. Picture you have some resistance here. Can you keep your hips lifted? Exhale and inhale. 4, 3, 2, hold it open. Slowly roll down. Bring the tailbone down. You can take a wee little break. We're gonna do that series again, but with the heels lifted. So bring it down. You're going to have your heels together, toes apart, feet in that V position. We're gonna kind of adjust as we come up. So take a deep breath in, exhale, roll it up. Now my heels are lifted. I may walk my feet in a little closer. Squeeze those heels together, and then you're gonna drop down, keep that heel squeeze, push it up. My favorite cue when we're trying to keep our heels together is you've got a $100 bill there. You cannot drop it. You need that $100 bill to be with you when this workout is over. So squeeze it, don't drop it. Those heels are just so deeply in love. They have to stay constantly connected, so just think of that. Down. Whew, and up, heels lifted. It's a whole other kind of party, and I am so happy I was invited. I love it. Drop down, push it up, keep going here. 4 more. 3, we're gonna push down into the mat. Feel those triceps kind of turn on. They're already on, but you can feel them turn on. 1 more, hold it here. Woo, pull the knees in. Oh, my mic fuzzy. We'll just throw that over here. In and out. You can go back there. Okay, we flutter the legs. It's that pretend Thigh Master. Remember, if you don't know what it is, you're gonna Google it after. Maybe we see a sudden influx of Thigh Master sales after this. You're squeezing and releasing. Woo, pretend you have some resistance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, let's slowly lower. Let's pull the knees in. How about we do an ab exercise that stretches out the back of the legs? Yes? Okay. You can keep your upper body down if you want. I'm gonna show you the first option. So both legs come up straight. You're gonna curl up here and you're gonna grab one leg. Make sure your shoulders aren't hunched in. We go pulse, pulse. This leg pulses in, the bottom leg pulses out. Switch. So pulse, pulse. I'm letting the leg pulse by itself, so I'm not really pulling it. If this doesn't feel good for you, hands behind the head, okay? Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Now the goal of this exercise is to reach each leg long in each position. So you're stretching, lengthening, reaching. Your eyes are on your thighs if you're curled up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. So it's a gentle pull here. Inhale. I love this one. Scissors. Nice little stretch. Let's go. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. If you had your hands behind your head, you're going to keep them there. Otherwise, make a nice little basket. We're going to add some twists. We know I love twists. Curl it up. Bring the legs up. Let's keep the right leg up. Lower the left. We go twist, twist, little pulse. Inhale, center. Now I want this to be slow and intentional. If you find, Shaina, my legs do not stay straight and you need to bend them, that's okay. Not everybody's legs are going to be perfectly straight here. I don't even think mine are. We're not going for perfection. Okay, just curl up a little higher. Try to get a little deeper into that twist. And inhale. We're going to do 4 more. Slow, Slow, lift through center. It burns, but I love it. Let's do one more. Bring it in. Ooh, take a little break. Okay, ooh, how are we doing? We're gonna bring both legs up. I want you to pretend that you're gonna push something away. Upper body could be up here or it could be down. So I'm gonna show the up version. Hands in that basket, curl it up. You're gonna go point and flex, point and flex. 4, I wanna get some ankle work in here. 3, 2, okay, get ready to push something away. It's that heavy box, it came back. Push it away, point the toes, drag the legs in, flex, now push, exhale. On this exhale, I want you to feel like you're hollowing out the abdominals, drawing it in. So exhale, feel like your hip bones are coming closer together and in. If you need to lower your upper body, please know that is always an option for you. You have 4 more. Flex, point, bring it in, flex, press, point. I know this is a little bit of brain work, but you can do it. Point. Pull it in, 1 more, flex, point, bring it in, rock and roll side. We are now gonna do what you might think is a stretch, but I'm gonna make into an exercise. So we're coming into a figure 4. Both hands into that basket, deep breath in, little curl up and lower. So this is option 1. You could hang out here, you're curling up, you're looking at your thighs. If that feels good for you, just stay right here. If you like, I'm gonna invite you to lift up and then bring it down. Exhale. So we're just lifting the legs, adding that to the movement. Exhale as you come in. Inhale as you lower. Let's try 4 more. So it's a stretch and an ab exercise in one. Multitasking at its finest. 1 more. Now, if you have your right leg across, you're gonna take your right arm down. You're gonna push that right arm into the mat on the diagonal. Little rotation and down. Tiny twist. It's very small. I want you to really use your whole hand on the back of your head so you can push your head backwards and give your neck a break and just feel like your rib cage is wrapping over to the other side. And down. Now, can you keep your hips still so they're not involved? Picture there's a weight on your left hip. It's staying down. This movement happens from your belly button up. 3 more, so it's very small. 2, 1 more, 1 more. Yes. Take a second break. Other leg crosses over. You're gonna make that basket. Push your head backwards into your arms. Exhale up. Inhale down. So your elbows are not squeezing in like this. They're out in your peripheral vision. Just kind of like on a little diagonal here. We have 2 more. If you're adding the legs with me, 1 more like this. And now we go. Pull it in. Inhale as you come down. This is a home workout, so you could do a nice powerful exhale as you come up. It's just us. Inhale through your nose, exhale out through your mouth. I am breathing very loudly right into the mic, which I'm sure you can hear, but I want you to really get this deep breath connection here. 4 more. Lower. And we're gazing at the thighs. And we're thinking happy thoughts because we love working our abs. 1 more. And down. You're going to place the other arm out. We're going to twist in the opposite direction. So lift it up. That whole hand is behind your head, so try to avoid that, okay? Twist, push down to that bottom arm. Come center. And remember, we're trying to keep the hips still. So it's just little tiny. Again, it's that idea of like wringing out a cloth with your ribs. Exhale and down. Excellent. And down. Push down into the mat. You have 4 more, little twist, looking down at that bottom arm. Good. 2. I've got 1 more little ab thing for you. Just make that basket again. Bring it up. You're gonna take the legs up, curl up if you can. You can also keep the upper body down. I want you to lower to whatever your point of control is. So that's that point where you're not letting the abdominal wall pop up. Tiny little flutter. 1, 2. Just breathe. You are in control. The shake is temporary. You got this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll out those ankles. We are going to finish things off on our stomach. So you're just going to roll all the way over here. Hands are going to come down by your sides. And we're going to push ourselves up into a tiny baby extension. So we're not here. Baby extension. One leg lift. It's very long. The other leg lifts. So think of this as an extension reach rather than a high lift. Tiny lift. Up, down, up, down. Now, I'm gonna take the right hand, bring it out. I'm gonna take the left hand, bring it out. Push off the mat. Maybe you can inch yourself up a little higher, but we're not here. We're lengthening through the back of the neck. Okay, it's a hot day here, and I am ready to go swimming. So we're gonna go swimming together. Just keep this alternating lift. Think long reach, trying not to bend the knee. Think extension. Ooh, and I just got a foot cramp. 2 more. Ooh, work out that foot cramp. 1 more. Okay, we're gonna float both legs up. Deep breath in, push off the mat, almost engaging underneath your armpits here. Tiny flutter. We're swimming. Deep breath in. Picture whatever body of water is your favorite to swim in. Mine is always the ocean. And just flutter, slice through that water for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reach. Bring it down. I want you to bring those elbows in. Let your legs turn out, relax. So instead of having your elbows crowded in, let's open them out here. Take a deep breath. Lift it up. Maybe you come to here, maybe you come all the way to here. And again, we're not here. So your gaze is still down. Drop, inhale, push yourself firmly away from the mat. Deep breath, and down. Let's try 2 more. Big open here. And down, just let your toes relax. Last one, hold it up, soften the elbows, look to one side, look to the other. 1 and 2. Deep breath, bring it down, come into a wide knee, child's pose, and really let yourself rock side to side here, wiggling out the hips. Deep breath in, let your chest hang, slowly roll it up. Your head comes up last. Let's just meet in the middle for a nice deep breath. Exhale, we did it. Lower body Pilates. So much happened today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want more from me, you can find me and hundreds of other workout videos at ShainaFalconeFitness.com. I'll see you next time.